Welcome to Movement with Maddie. This is your internal reset. You don't need anything for this practice, just a little bit of space to move around. And we'll start this practice with our feet hip distance apart, with your toes facing forward, so not allowing them to turn out. You can flip your palms so they're facing forward. Breathe in as you shrug your shoulders all the way up towards your ears. And as you exhale, relax them down, feeling your shoulder blades come together at the back. Now closing down the eyes. And we'll start to scan through the body with your mind's eye. So using your attention to move through each body part, one by one. Now, naturally we have this balance as we stand, but maybe when you close down your eyes, that little bit of trust really gets enhanced. So you have to trust the ground below you won't move. Maybe you can lift up all 10 toes and relax them all the way down. So feel yourself grounded down to earth. Start to soften through your knees, so find a slight bend. Now hug your navel in towards your spine. So feel that connection to your center as you press your hips forward. Starting to feel an upward current of energy through the front of your body as you lift your chin slightly, open up through your heart space. And imagine that downward current of energy down your back. So pull the shoulder blades together, notice the heart shines forward naturally. And just slightly tucking through that tailbone, pushing the heart forward. And just like that, we've already begun. We've arrived in our mountain pose, Tadasana. Now, we start to bring conscious breath to the party. Can you breathe in and feel your belly expand? Can you exhale and feel your body release? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe it out. So keep going. And that's your only task for now, just the breath. And while you're doing that, maybe you can notice if parts of your body have started to tighten or start to add a little tension. And your job today is to notice what parts of the body do that automatically, right? These cheeky little bits of the body that start to twist up when stress arises. Maybe for you it's your jaw, you're clenching in your teeth, or your shoulders are starting to shrug up. And what if you're gripping in your toes? Can you just relax them? And if your mind has already wandered off, or you're thinking, I'm bored just standing here and breathing, that's okay. But maybe that's all that's required for this moment. Maybe if your task is just to breathe, and in that you find a little bit of joy. Confirmation you're alive is every breath in and every breath out. Nice. You can slowly start to open up your eyes, let the light back into your body, and we've already begun. So now you can widen through your feet. So wider than your hips. As we start to breathe and reach the arms all the way up. Hug your navel in towards your spine, look up to your fingertips, and exhale the hands down. Nice, spread your fingertips wide. Breathe in, reach up. Create this big star shape, and exhale as you come down. So let your eyes follow your movement. Breathe in, reach up, look up. Exhale, allow the eyes to come down. Imagine this spinal movement, just these tiny little movements of the vertebra. And maybe you start to feel that that's a little release of energy, unlocking each vertebra. Breathe in. Breathe out. These birds, they want to be on this video. Let them be heard. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, breathe all the way in. Interlace the hands at the top. As you exhale, press the palms up to the sky. Nice. All we're going to do is lean over to the right, big side stretch in the left side body, opening up through the rib cage. Pull that left elbow back so your heart is shining up to the sky, to the clouds, to your ceiling, to the stars, whatever time you're practicing this. Breathe in as you come back up to center. And exhale as you move over to the left. That right elbow comes back, your heart shines up to the sky. Notice if you're locking out in your knees, so soft bend in the knees, press down through your big toes. Navel in towards your spine, so strong core. Breathe in as you come all the way up. Nice. Release the hands and relax them all the way down. Now, you can start to come down into this forward fold. So if you have to bend your knees to get there, that is so fine. Just allow the fingertips to come down this way, and you can maneuver the feet to where feels comfortable. You can also place a couple of books here to allow your hands to connect with the ground and bring the earth up to you. Plenty of options. Now you can place your left palm underneath your heart space, so connect it to the ground. Breathe in as you reach the right hand all the way up. Nice, big expansion. Exhale, float that right hand all the way down. Plant the right palm. Inhale, reach the left hand all the way up. Exhale, left palm comes down. So find your flow with your breath. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale as you come down. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale to come down. Now keep going with your breath. So let this automatic motion continue to happen. And start to focus on body parts. So what if each time you reach up, you focus on the opposite hip? And what if you feel your spine starting to twist? What if you start to think about releasing any energy that doesn't serve you? So holding on to things in your body that aren't serving your best purpose. You know what that is. Only you. Right, we'll just do 2 more, 1 on each side. Breathe in. And let it out. Nice. Excuse me. You can turn your left toes out. So your right toes are still facing forward. And we'll start to reach those fingertips all the way over towards the left. Naturally, your right toes come up onto the ball of the foot. So your heel should be lifted. Palms are on the inside of your left foot. So you can check in, make sure your left heel is underneath your left knee. Now you can walk your palms off your mat or towel, whatever you're practicing on. Mine's going onto the muddy ground. And if you've been practicing with me for a little while now, you know what we're doing. Moving through the witch's cauldron. So rotating the hips forward and back in these big circles. Starting to release through the base of the spine, through the hips. And you can bow the forehead down as well. Remember, we're thinking about the upward current of energy through the front of the body, and then it's sloping down the back of the body. Hug your navel in towards your spine. Excuse me, a little froggy in my throat today. Now change directions. Awesome. Walk your palms back in. And you can turn your left toes in as you make your way over to the right side. So just swapping over, nothing fancy. Big stretch here in the transition. So paying attention to what parts of your body get a nice release there. The right knee comes directly above the right heel, coming up onto the ball of the left foot, pushing through that left heel. Now walk those palms off the mat. So it's almost as if you're coming to a downward dog in the upper body. So bowing the head down and start the motor. So rotating the hips forward and back, getting a nice big stretch here through the lower body. Building strength in the upper body. The yin and yang, right? So the internal reset is all about rebalancing. It's only when things are out of balance that we start to disconnect from our true selves. So that's all we're doing here, rebalancing. Change direction of your witch's cauldron. Stirring up the pot of the body, of the energy, of life. Sometimes when I hear myself on camera, I just cringe, but you know what I mean. All right, start to walk those palms back. The upper body is probably starting to get a little bit tired, so guess what? We're going to lower that back knee, untuck the toes, and step the right foot all the way back. We find ourselves in this tabletop position. Your knees are connected to the earth right underneath your hip points, so toes are untucked, palms underneath your shoulders. As you press into the tops of your feet, lift your knees. That's it. Connect to your core, navel in towards your spine. And you thought we were going to relax today. Starting to build a little bit of heat here. We stay here for one more breath in. And as you exhale, stick your tongue out, lion's breath. Nice. Relax the knees down. Walk your palms forward. Now, slightly send your knees back. So imagine, well, not imagine, literally do. Your hips are a little further forward. So there's like a slope down towards your knees. Big heart opener here as we start to lower the chest down. So forearms come down, hips come up nice and high as you find your puppy pose. Big heart opener. You have the option to rest your forehead down on the mat, or if your body is wanting a little more, you can land your chin on the mat. Yogi's choice. Now you can do an internal scan here, pressing down through your fingerprints, pressing down the palms of the hands, the elbows. Find strength. Notice your shoulder blades coming together at the back. Lift the tailbone up a little more, press down through the tops of the feet. Beautiful. Starting to lift yourself all the way back up. Walking those palms back underneath your shoulders. And this time you can walk your knees wide. Big toes can touch at the back, or they can kiss, whatever. Maybe they've got their own romance going on we don't know about. Now plant your left palm underneath your heart space, just like we did before. Soften through the left elbow. Focus on the heart space and where your chest is focusing on, right? So breathe in as you reach all the way up. Right fingertips reach up to the sky. And exhale to float that right palm down. Imagine this is like a butterfly really opening up its wings. So breathe in, reach up all the way through the base of your tailbone. And then as you exhale, we reset. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out. Focus on that left hip opening up. So breathe in, navel towards the spine, reach up. And exhale to come down. Beautiful. Over to the other side, right palm connects to the earth. Push up from the earth. So feel a softening through your right elbow. Navel in towards your spine like a bow and arrow. You bring that left arm all the way up. Reach up to the sky, eyes follow the fingertips. Twinkle through those fingers. And exhale as you float the hand down. Right, imagine you're that caterpillar, right, opening up. Breathe in, open up to your butterfly wings. And exhale to float down. Try to enjoy each breath as you breathe in, find that opening. And exhale to come down. Enjoy 2 more at your own pace. Beautiful. Now walk your palms nice and wide. You can tuck your toes at the back, lift your knees, right? So it's almost like a froggy here. We're preparing ourselves for a downward dog, but adding strength, right? So navel in towards your spine, breathe in, and as you exhale, slowly start to make your way to the downward dog. Full body stretch. Start to look through your shins, so find length in your spine as you relax your head down. Shine the insides of your elbows forward. Press through your palms. Breathe in as you lift your heels all the way up. Exhale as you lower the heels down towards the earth. Don't worry if they don't touch. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale as you lower down. One more time. Lift all the way up, navel in towards your spine, so keep a strong center. Exhale to come down. Nice. Ground down through the right heel. Your next breath in lifts the left leg all the way up. As you exhale, step that left foot all the way forward. Right, so always you have the option, right? So you can drop that back knee if this is already too much, or keep that back knee lifted. When you find your balance, maybe you can hover those hands off the ground, starting to lift all the way up, reach the fingertips up as high as you can. Lower your hips down, so find that upward current of energy through the front as you tuck through your hips, right? So push the tailbone forward. You should feel some strength starting in that back leg. Breathe in as you reach the fingertips all the way up. Exhale, lower the hips down. Nice. Now, find something to focus on that's not moving to keep your balance. Release the fingertips down behind you. Interlace your hands behind your glutes, that glorious booty of yours. Now, pressing through that front big toe, keep your strength. So front knee is over your front heel. You can, while keeping the hands interlaced, release your index fingers. So we've got this Charlie's Angels hands, right? Navel in towards your spine. Breathe in. As you exhale, start to fold your chest forward towards the knee. Bring those hands up towards the head. Big release here through the upper body. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. You've got this. I believe in you. Push through that front foot as you breathe in to lift all the way back up. Nice. We're going to do that 2 more times. This here is our steeple grip. So it's said that anything that's not serving you, you can release with steeple grip, right? You let go of it through the fingertips. So imagine that thing, that niggly piece of information that you've been overthinking, or that part of your life that you just need to really let go of. Hold it in your hands now, right? Take a deep breath in and exhale, fold forward, release it through those index fingers. Shoot it out of your gun. Remember, you're in control here. One more time. Breathe in as you come all the way up. Expand through the chest, open up through the heart, maybe look up, challenge your balance, and exhale as you come forward. Nice. Slowly start to come back up. Release those palms to the earth. Oh, thank goodness, Mads. What are you doing to me? Untuck through that back toes, and pull that left hip crease all the way back. Flex through the front toes. Nice stretch here through the lower body. Bow the forehead down. Heart rate is likely creeping up. Yet another confirmation you're alive. We've made it another day on planet Earth. It feels good, right? Maybe close down your eyes just for a moment here. Feel the body, feel the blood pulsing, your breath moving. I hope you can hear that woodpecker in the background. It's just the sweetest thing. Now breathe in as you come all the way forward. Roll that left foot down on the mat. Plant the palms. Step back to plank. So lift that back knee. We're only here for a moment. Hug your navel in towards your spine. Press through your heels. Palms underneath your shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale to downward dog. Beautiful. Your hard work is nearly over here, right? So let's stay present. As you breathe in, lift your right leg all the way up to the sky. Ground down through that left heel. Exhale, step that right foot all the way up. You already know where we're going. Yes, honey, let's build some strength. Use the power within. Navel in towards your spine. Push through your right heel. Hover the hands off the ground as you start to lift up like magic. We're lifted. Take a deep breath in. Maybe twinkle the fingertips up. Find your balance. Remember, you can do this with that back knee lowered. Release those hands behind you, maybe opposite thumb on top. You'll know which one is opposite because it'll just feel a little weird. So push through your tailbone. So feel that, what's the word that I'm looking for? The hips forward. Tuck through your tailbone. That's the word. Thank you. Higher self. And release the index fingers. Find your Charlie's Angel. Front knee is over front heel. ground down through that front foot. Find your balance. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. If you start to lose your balance, don't worry. Another confirmation you're human. So that was our trial run. Breathe in, lift all the way up. Now imagine that thing. Hold it in that little energy ball in your hands. Exhale, let it all go through the gun. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, lift all the way up. And let it all go. Beautiful. You can start to lift yourself back up. Lower down that back knee. You can connect the palms to the earth. And you can step, oh, no, we're not going to step that foot back. Forgot where we were. Pull that right hip crease all the way back. Flex through the front toes. Bow the forehead all the way down. Maybe closing down the eyes. Feel your body moving. Right, even in stillness, there's movement. All right, you can slowly start to roll forward. You can plant those palms on the inside of that right foot. Step the right knee all the way back. Now keep all 10 toes tucked, right? We're not done here, nearly. And you can lift up, so find yourself in sort of like a kneeling position. If this is too much for your knees, you can fold the mat or place some cushions, but we won't be here long. You can reach your fingertips all the way forward, so at shoulder height. Connect the palms, interlace the fingers, just like we did before. You can curl those thumbs down, but release the index fingers, right? So Charlie's Angels. Pew! So loop the shoulders, pull the shoulder blades back. Find strength in your upper body. Hug your navel in towards your spine. And start to lower back. Nice. Use the strength in your glutes, in the quads. Pull yourself back. If you want more of a challenge, you can untuck the toes. Come back and come forward. 2 more. Last one. Now hold here. Stay here as you hug the navel in towards your spine. Relax the shoulders. Now last chance. Take a real deep breath in and imagine that thing to let go of as you close down your eyes. Breathe out, shoot it out through the fingertips. Nice. Now you can start to lower the fingertips down to the earth. Allow those knees to come wide. Big toes can kiss at the back. Reach the fingertips forward. Come down into your child's pose. Last couple of moments that we spend together. Closing down the eyes. Really just isolating this moment in time to honor yourself, right? Take a breath for you, not for anyone else. Nice. You can slowly start to lift back up. Notice the heart has started to slow down. And you can cross the feet back behind you and lower the hips. So find yourself in this cross-legged position. This is where we will end our time together today. One last little movement. You can place your right palm on your heart space and your left palm on the belly. Closing down the eyes. Relaxing through the shoulders. Feel your belly relax. Tuck through the tailbone, so feel your spine rooting you down in the earth. Feel grounded. All the while lifting up through the crown of your head. Feel that spaciousness, that expansion, right? And this yin and yang, this balance of the body, of the mind. This internal reset is available to you whenever you like. You can practice this regularly or treat it like a therapy session. Sometimes we don't really even need to speak, right, to get things off our chest. We just need to move, shake it off, choose to let go of something energetically, and just start fresh. And I'll be here whenever you feel that you need it. And we'll seal our practice with, you guessed it, 3 breaths. And when you do sigh out, don't be shy. Let's really exhale and let the neighbors hear you, right? Breathe all the way in. Let it out. 2 more. Let this be your deepest breath today. Breathe all the way in. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed this practice. You can open up your eyes. If you have time today, then put the phone on silent and just play your favorite song laying down on your mat. One of my favorite things to do after yoga. And I'll finish with you here, so bring the palms together in front of the heart space, the most important space of the body. Remember to honor yourself, love yourself before loving others. I'll see you next time. Namaste.